The Young and the Restless spoilers in the aftermath of Carter's shocking crimes. Fans may have been wondering where Amanda has been during all the chaos. While others around her have been embroiled in the aftermath of murder, betrayal, and violence, Amanda seemed distant, detached, almost as though she had no connection to the horrifying events. However, as the truth unravels, it becomes evident that Amanda's role in this twisted saga is far more central than anyone could have imagined. Amanda's ties to Damien's death, Nick's stabbing, and Chance's tragic shooting go deeper than anyone could have anticipated. For weeks, she's been operating in the shadows, seemingly unaffected by the turmoil sweeping through Genoa City. But the reality is much darker. As Lily uncovers more of the truth, she stumbles upon an underground hideout, a secret lair where Amanda has been pulling the strings from behind the scenes. This hidden space, away from the prying eyes of law enforcement, is where Amanda has been orchestrating the deadly web of lies and murder. The mastermind behind the chaos for a long time, Carter was the face of the chaos that had rocked the city. He was the one who confessed to Damien's murder, the one who made the fatal decision to take Chance's life. Yet, despite his role in these heinous acts, he has not been brought to justice. Amanda's influence over Carter and his actions was far-reaching and complex. As Lily discovers the secret lair, it becomes clear that Amanda has been the true mastermind behind it all. The questions begin to mount. Why would someone like Amanda, an accomplished, respected figure, be involved in such monstrous deeds? The answer, as it turns out, lies in revenge. Amanda's deep-seated resentment toward Kane, the man who betrayed her, is the driving force behind her dark actions. Kane's role in her downfall, coupled with his betrayal, has created an insatiable thirst for retribution. But Amanda, ever the strategist, knew that she had to use Carter, a man with a shadowy past and a willingness to do anything for power, to carry out her vengeful plans. Carter, knowing the full extent of Amanda's manipulations, became both a tool and a potential liability, a loose end that Amanda knew she would eventually have to deal with. The hidden secret and the final showdown in the labyrinth of lies and deceit, Amanda's true nature starts to surface. The power she's wielded from the shadows has manipulated everyone around her, including Carter. As Lily uncovers more details, she realizes that Amanda isn't just a passive player, she's the puppet master, pulling the strings from a distance while remaining unnoticed. The discovery of the underground hideout is a game-changer, and it forces Amanda to reveal her hand. The psychological toll of this revelation is immense for Lily, who once trusted Amanda as a key ally. As Lily confronts Amanda, she can't help but feel the weight of betrayal, as the woman she thought she knew turns out to be one of the most dangerous players in this deadly game. Amanda's calm demeanor and icy logic are terrifying in their own right. While others might break under pressure, Amanda remains composed, calculating every move she makes. However, as Amanda finally faces Lily, it becomes clear that her motives were never just about power or control. It's about revenge against Kane for everything he's done to her. But there's more at play here. Carter, who knows every dark secret Amanda has kept hidden, has become a liability. He knows too much, and for someone like Amanda, that means he's expendable. The stakes are high, and the tension reaches a breaking point. As Amanda realizes that Carter poses a threat to her carefully constructed world, she is left with no choice but to silence him permanently. The truth about her involvement in the deaths, the violence, and the manipulation is about to come to light, and Amanda cannot afford to let Carter live to expose everything. The final showdown is inevitable, and it's clear that Amanda will stop at nothing to ensure that her secrets remain buried. The betrayal and the ultimate price, Amanda's betrayal of Kane, and her manipulations of Carter, have set the stage for a tragic, final confrontation. As Lily pushes forward in her quest for justice, she finds herself in a race against time. The woman she once trusted is now the enemy, and the lines between right and wrong blur in the pursuit of revenge. Kane's guilt over his past actions will collide with Amanda's unrelenting thirst for payback, and the result will be catastrophic. In the end, Amanda's role as the true villain becomes undeniable. She has orchestrated a series of events that have led to countless deaths, betrayals, and ruined lives. Her desire for revenge against Cain has spiraled out of control, dragging others into a violent, unforgiving world. The once powerful and composed Amanda is now a woman on the edge, willing to sacrifice everything to protect her empire of lies. The fallout from Amanda's machinations will be far-reaching, and the consequences will resonate throughout Genoa City for years to come. For Lily, it's a personal war, a fight to understand the woman who betrayed her and uncover the depths of Amanda's involvement in the tragedy that has unfolded. For Cain, the weight of his past actions will come crashing down, and he must face the consequences of his decisions. But for Amanda, there's no going back. The final act of betrayal has been set in motion, and there will be no mercy. The ultimate question remains, will anyone survive the fallout from Amanda's dark reign, or will the damage done be too great to repair? As the truth comes to light, The Young and the Restless promises a brutal, unforgettable conclusion to one of its most twisted and complex storylines. The tension was thick in the air as Lily stood frozen in the shadows, her heart pounding with every breath she took. She had just witnessed the darkest secret unfold before her eyes, the conversation between Amanda and Carter that confirmed what she had feared all along. With the phone securely in her hand, she had managed to record every damning word, the confession that would bring down Amanda's entire empire. She hadn't hesitated for a second. Lily knew the stakes were too high, and there was no room for fear. But now, as she clung to the walls in the dimly lit hallway, her mind raced with thoughts of what would happen next. She had sent the recording to Chance, the man she trusted more than anyone else. It was the only thing she could do to make sure the truth was heard. She knew that the evidence in the recording was undeniable. The proof that Amanda had orchestrated the deaths, the violence, and the twisted path of destruction that had led to Chance being shot, to Carter's manipulations, and to Damien's death. The truth was out there, and it was her lifeline. But Lily had made a mistake, a crucial one. Chance was in the hospital, clinging to life after the gunshot wound he had sustained while trying to save her. He was fighting for his own survival, and now Lily had put him in a position where he couldn't even protect himself. She had done what she thought was right, but now the fear of losing him, of losing everything, was overwhelming. The sound of a gunshot broke through her thoughts, a sharp, deafening pop that echoed through the hallway. Lily's heart nearly stopped in her chest. It was clear that Amanda and Carter were on the move, and they were closing in fast. She hadn't been careful enough, and now she was running for her life. In a panic, Lily sprinted through the dimly lit hallways, her footsteps echoing against the walls as she searched for a place to hide. She had to get away, she had to survive. Amanda and Carter wouldn't stop until they found her. They knew what she knew, and Lily had no illusions about what they were capable of. If they caught her, there would be no mercy. The adrenaline coursed through her veins as she found a narrow corner, a space just big enough for her to hide in. She crouched down, pressing herself into the shadows, her breath coming in ragged gasps as she silently prayed for safety. She closed her eyes, her mind racing with the thought of Chance lying unconscious in the hospital, the recording still in his hands. What if something happened to him? What if she couldn't make it out of this alive? Please, God, protect me, Lily whispered under her breath, her voice barely audible over the pounding of her heart. She could hear the faint footsteps of Amanda and Carter searching, their voices growing louder, but she remained still, her body trembling with fear. The seconds stretched into what felt like an eternity as she clung to the corner, her thoughts swirling. If she was caught, everything would be lost. The truth would never reach the authorities, and Amanda's grip on Genoa City would remain unbroken. But Lily had a different plan in mind. She would not go down without a fight. She couldn't let this be her end. From her hiding spot, Lily dared to peek around the corner. She saw Amanda and Carter's figures moving swiftly down the hall, their faces twisted with rage and desperation. They were close, too close. Amanda's sharp gaze swept the area, and Lily's breath caught in her throat. It felt as though time itself had stopped as Amanda's eyes scanned the hallway, seemingly searching for something, or someone. Lily held her breath, praying that her hiding spot would remain undetected. Every inch of her body screamed with the urge to run, to escape, but she knew that the moment she moved, she would be caught. She stayed motionless, barely daring to make a sound, as Amanda and Carter passed just inches away from her. For what felt like an eternity, all Lily could hear was the pounding of her own heartbeat and the shallow breaths escaping her lips. But then, just as she thought the danger had passed, a sudden movement caused her to freeze. Amanda had turned, her sharp eyes narrowing as she spoke in a voice filled with venom. "I know you're here, Lily," Amanda called out, her voice echoing through the empty hall. "You can't hide forever. We'll find you. We always do." The words sent a chill down Lily's spine, and for a moment, she thought she might be caught. But then, the faint sound of a door creaking open in the distance caught her attention, and she knew this was her chance. With every ounce of strength she had left, Lily bolted from her hiding spot, running faster than she ever had before. She knew she couldn't afford to look back, she had to keep moving. But Amanda's voice, laced with fury, rang out once more. "You won't get away, Lily. I'll make sure of that." Lily didn't know how much longer she could keep running, but one thing was certain, she couldn't let Amanda win. She couldn't let everything she had fought for be in vain. She had to survive. The truth had to come to light. And with the recording in Chance's hands, there was still hope. But time was running out, and Lily had to act fast. She didn't know how much longer she could outrun the danger that was hot on her heels. Would Amanda catch up with her? Would Lily escape unscathed? Only time would tell, but one thing was certain, the battle for survival in Genoa City was far from over.